heard you just got back from Brazil and India and Iceland. Did you go to Iceland?
Well, I've been to Iceland a few times.
Really?
I made a Viking movie in Iceland a few years ago, and I became hooked on the place. I mean, to me, Iceland and Scotland are my two favorite places to be.
The style has evolved. I like this.
The style has evolved?
Yeah.
I feel good in a suit. You know, it's funny, I trained as a lawyer. So for years I used to wear suits. I wore suits every day.
So you go there a lot?
Well, I've been there maybe 3 times now, and I've done some adventuring there. Because it was a Viking movie, we filmed in all these insane places, you know, from volcanic flows to ash beaches to, you know, cliff tops, and then up on the glaciers. We filmed in the glaciers. And when I went back the last time and went on an adventure, my buddy, who is an adventurer, he's an Icelandic guy, we ended up in this huge, big 4x4 Jeep, off-road, going through rivers that literally were up to here in the car. And
You trained to be an attorney, so if this acting thing didn't go right, you would be litigating somewhere?
No. No, I think that door is well and truly closed and the horse is bolted.
And then we were going up a glacier at 2 in the morning and sliding backwards down this glacier thinking, I think we're going to die. I didn't know if we were going to fall off the back. But then we ended up on top. We set up tent at 2:30 in the morning on top of a glacier and with the northern lights going off above us. And there's just moments, I'm sure you've all had them, those moments when you go, I will never forget this.
Yeah.
I mean, now it would be too late to get, unless I went back and did some more exams, you know, it's been too long. But I studied law for 5 years and trained for 2 years. And for those 2 years, I was wearing a suit every day. I mean, it was a very kind of classy, old established firm in Edinburgh in Scotland.
Incredible. And who did you go there with?
I went there with my buddy Hallie, who whenever I go traveling, he's a very 6'5", he's a very spiritual being. And when I went to India, I brought him with me, and he actually worked for me on the Viking movie. He was like he was my assistant, the driver, but he was my nutritionist, he was my spiritual, I mean, he was everything, you know?
Right.
So I went with him and then another buddy who was in the movie with me.
Right.
Have you ever contacted any of those old buddies?
Oh, I'm still friends.
Are they like,
yeah.
He's Gerard Butler now.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, well, they don't say that. I tell them that. I go, I'm Gerard Butler now. Do you get it? Do you know it? What did you do today? Did you do a disposition on somebody's house? No, I'm joking. I made a movie.
Did girls go with you?
We probably met a couple while we were there, though. But no, we were actually in the middle of nowhere. We didn't see another soul for 6 days when we were out there. We were in a place one time, and literally, if something had gone wrong, we would not have been found for months. And Hallie, who was always the adventurer, said he wanted to go and find this warm spring. And they had to literally climb over these mountaintops to get there, and this ground that just gave way because it was all volcanic ash.
They have to be kicking themselves. If they were like shifting papers with you, and now they're going to pay to see your movies.
Well, you know, to be honest, what's funny is, I never got this part in, but I was actually fired. I was the first trainee lawyer ever to be fired.
It was dark, and they didn't come back, and I thought, oh, they're dead, and I'm dead. I'm stuck here. And then we go to start the car, and the battery had died. So we were stuck there for a day and a half, and then Hallie ended up going on this jaunt, this walk. He disappeared for like a day and came back with a battery. You know, because he's one of these guys, you know, anything is possible, you know. I don't know. I mean, I think he maybe built one just around the corner. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I was 25, and they basically said, Jerry, this is really not for you, is it? Your heart's not really in it. And it was a week before I was due to qualify. And that day, the next day, I packed my bags and moved down to London and said, screw it, I'm going to get into acting.